guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday, July 12th, and I just wanted to update you guys. Last week was so crazy. After the tragedies that happened, back to back, there was just an uproar of people wanting to buy black, support black, do their part in this economic, new change that's going to come around. We are conscious and focusing on building our community, creating more black millionaires so that we do have the ability to create the change that we want. And I am so excited. My analytics went up the roof. Like, I've actually passed in that 1 week all of my metrics, social media wise, and intake wise, for my businesses. When I started, I had around 60 people sign up for melaninbusiness.com, which is a global database of black businesses, free to sign up, free to add your business. It's my passion project. I started because that was a need that I saw, and it's something that we, wherever we are, can do our part. If you're in England, if you are in Nigeria, if you are in Australia, New Zealand, if you're anywhere where there's black people, let's support those businesses, even when we are vacationing and abroad from our homeland. But so as of today, we have over 100 people have signed up. Like, that was my goal. My goal was to have 100 people sign up, and my goal is to have 1,000 listings before I move forward and start creating an app. But because of the need right now, I actually am starting to create an app right now. I'm using MobineCube, so it's a free app to create, free to publish. They just have ads there, and you get paid 70% of the ads, and they get paid 30% of the ads. And that's just what's best for me right now. As I'm growing, I just want to get that done, set it out so that I can continue to focus on what else needs to happen, finding these businesses to add to the database and growing Average Black Girl and other metrics that need to happen that were my goals for this summer. So that's just a tidbit. That's what I'm doing. When I find information, I like to give it back so that if anyone else has an idea or, doesn't have the money or doesn't think that they want to give money into an idea before they know it works, you can always shut the app down and relaunch on a different platform or whatever you need to do. But I just wanted to give that out because there's a platform that I really like, but it's about $65 a month to pay for it, and I just don't want to do that just yet because I don't have enough people that I think would download and I would give my money's worth just yet. But I have some ideas in mind that I need to implement, and I'm sure that, in 6 months I'll be re-evaluating and thinking about what kind of app I want for Average Black Girl to have, because she needs an app too. My goal is to send inspirational quotes and motivation, but also give marketing tips. And also, when I find something that I'm applying to or that I've got accepted to and they're accepting other people, I want to be able to tell you guys about it as well so that, we can all win together. But yeah, today or this week was crazy. Every day has been something amazing. I just want to tell you guys, had I not thought of the idea, move forward with the idea, quit my job to focus on building Melanin Business, that it would have been too late. If I wouldn't have done it when I did it, which was before everything was popping off, just me slowly but surely chugging along back in April. By the time this happened in July, I would have missed it because so many other ones have been popping up, and I'm like, wow. So the idea that I had was nothing so rare that I was the only person that thought of it. That's not true at all. I was just one of the only people to actually do it. When I posted on Facebook, they were like, oh, I've been thinking about that too. So that just means that when God speaks to you, you have to act on it, because I would be literally on the floor in tears if I had not been able to join the party with my brainchild, which is Melanin Business. I would be on the floor. Like, this was my idea. I knew about it because I've had this idea since 2014. I just needed time to cultivate it. I needed time to make Average Black Girl, to have a following like you guys, so that you guys would join my business. Then I needed to make enough money so that I could quit my job, so I could learn how to do this database myself, because I'm day in, day out adding things because I know what to do. If I didn't know what to do, how could I be helping people when they have questions or they have issues? I'd be having to call someone and they would get back to me on their time, because just because it's an emergency for me doesn't mean it's an emergency for them, and things like that. But now I'm able to be knee deep in it and answer questions, and I know my database like the back of my hand. So people are asking me, do you have household goods? Yes, I have 3 different companies right now. Or do you have grocery stores? Yes, I have grocery stores, and I have farms. And grocery stores is in the food and beverage section, and farms is in the primary industry section, and things like that. So I'm just able to be in here, and I just hope that this speaks to someone. If you have an idea, you have to do it. You have to. You will be regretting it and slapping your wrist when it pops out, because just because God's speaking to you about something doesn't mean that He's not whispering in other people's heads as well, just in case you don't do it. So that's what's going on with me. Also, I had my first podcast. My first podcast came this Saturday. I had it with the Rah Rah Project. I will be posting the link when I get the link back for when it will air. So that was very exciting. So cheers to first podcast. And then Sunday, I volunteered at the DuSable Museum. For those that don't know, in Chicago, we have the African American Museum, and it's called the DuSable Museum, which is named after the founder of Chicago, which is a Haitian named Jean-Baptiste Dupont DuSable. And yeah, it's just a really dope place. And they had their 42nd annual Arts and Crafts Festival, and it was just an amazing turnout. The museum is free on Sundays, so if anybody's in Chicago and you have never been, check it out. But they were having this project where they're actually interviewing different people, and they're getting their stories of how their family got to Chicago, and what's their first time voting, and just lineage and stuff. So I was able to be interviewed, but I was able to be interviewed right before their special guest. Their special guest was Miss Molly Whitman Plummer, and she is 105 years old. She was born July 17, 1910, so she's almost 106. She was born in Louisiana, and I was able to just listen in on her history, and it was amazing. It's amazing and inspiring to just see someone that has that much history, and to just listen to their stories, and to just look at the passion on her face. And she was styling, honey. She had on these flats that were all bedazzled and sparkles. I'm like, I will wear those shoes. I see you. So I'm going to post our selfie that we took at the end of the video. And yeah, that's my update. So if you haven't signed up, sign up to melaninbusiness.com. Do your part to buy black. I know that there's different initiatives going on, but if you ask me, you know, where do I start? I would start with looking at melaninbusiness.com, but I would start with having a conscious effort to, little by little, replace your everyday needs with black businesses. You know, if you do something for 30 days, it becomes a habit. So, you know, boycotting everything, that may be a lot, especially if you've never done it before and you don't know where to begin. So I'm giving you that tool to begin, and if you have questions, let me know. If you don't see any businesses where you're from, again, let me know. I'm adding things every day. My brother's actually helping me add stuff every day as well. So, you know, we're just, if you send it to me, I will add it. And that's the goal, and it's free for you to add too. If you come across something, it's free for you to sign up. It's free for you to at it as well. And, you know, let's just make it a all together effort for us to little by little, you know, get our money into communities and businesses that care about us, that will directly affect us, that will be able to hire more of us, and that will ultimately create more Black millionaires. So, I mean, I don't know about you, but my mind's racing. I got other ideas that I want to implement and do as well now that this stuff is up and running and I see some of the fruits of my labor. So I will be, you know, pushing out and getting these businesses up and running for the rest of the year. And then, you know, starting over in January with my new idea as well as pushing these ideas. But I hope you guys are having a great week. I definitely am, because I will be going to Hawaii at the end of the week. So that is what I have to look forward to. Been working like crazy, and so I'm excited for this little vacation. And I will be, of course, bringing you guys with me and bringing my camera and filming and all of that. So write to me, what is some of your favorite Black businesses? Also write to me if you have already started your business or idea and you are excited about it. I will, you know, like your different YouTube channels or like different Facebook pages if you send me the link and things like that. So let me know. And if you're just starting out and you want me to review your product, or if you want me to shout your product out or things like that, email me as well. Like, let's work together. I'm excited. I'm excited that we're doing this. And also I wanted to shout out to my Black females. So it came out that we are not only the fastest growing group of educated people. So Black women are the largest growing group of educated individuals, but we are also the leading group of entrepreneurs. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be a part of this bomb group. Like, it's lit. Being a Black girl is lit. It's being Black in 2016 is lit. I'm so excited. So shout out to you, and shout out to those who love us. It definitely, I had to shout out to my team. Like, I definitely, you know, couldn't do all of this without my support system. And I know that, you know, everybody has a support system, and I am appreciative. So, and I will talk to you soon. I'm actually going to be, Saturday before I leave, I'm going to be speaking in front of some kids. So I will see if I can bring my video there. If I can't, I will definitely be giving you the rundown of what I'll be doing. I'm speaking with my friend Jessica LaShawn and what she has going on with her foundation. So excited to be talking to the kids. I love speaking to the kids, and I love speaking to anyone that will listen. That's why I'm on YouTube, right? But excited for that, and I encourage all of y'all, like, if you haven't yet, like, give back. Go to your local high school if you don't know where to begin, and just see if you can get, you know, a classroom or a group to talk to and share your story or give advice. Or let's talk about networking. That was one thing that we talked about in the podcast. A lot of people don't know how to network, so let's teach them. Let's teach them how to network. Networking is like dating. You don't just go in and just give out your information, but you say, hey, you know, can I, you know, have a lunch with you, or can I follow up with you, or can I talk to you on the phone? Can I schedule 15 minutes to hear about your story? People love to talk about themselves. So those are some tips to do, and get them to like you. Just like you would a dating, you want the person to like you. You want the person that you're networking with to like you so that they'll help you. But don't be afraid to just put yourself out there. For me, like, no one's really told me no. That is one thing. Like, if I want a conversation or a coffee or a shadow or something, no one's really told me, nah, I'm not going to be able to do it. But I think it's also because a lot of people aren't really putting themselves out there to ask. So it's not as scary once you do it. And what's the worst they can say? No, okay, that's fine. They didn't call you ugly. They didn't make fun of you. they didn't hurt your feelings, or maybe they did hurt your feelings by saying no, but you know, it wasn't anything crazy. So get back out there and ask, and let me know how it works. And if you need, you know, any pick-me-ups or need me to pump you up before you do, write it on the comment section, and I'll give you some tips and tricks or some things to say. So that's it for me right now. So I will talk to you soon. Just wanted to update you guys.